Good morning. I thought it would be nice to do one of those videos where you kind of get a glimpse into someone's life for a day, just to show what mission simulation is actually like, and especially to show how it prepares us for the mission field, because that's what mission simulation is all about. So, right now, I've just woken up and it's 5:45. I usually wake up somewhere between 5 and 7, very gently, because the sunlight comes through the tent and the sound of the birds comes through the tent. So it's always nice to wake up here in Mission Sim. Alright, so I like to start my morning with some quiet time with the Lord, some prayer and some reading, and somewhere along the morning I'll also have my breakfast, which normally I make a big cup of rooibos tea, and then also some of these buttermilk rusks that I prepared before coming into Mission Sim. Alright, so behind me is the meeting tent, and we got one solar panel connected to it. So inside the meeting tent we have some electricity. Can't go crazy, but we do have some. And we have our notice board, and then we have desks for working at. And also, this is where we meet every morning at 8:30 to have a devotional time together. Now, for privacy reasons, I try not to get anyone else in the video, but it's my turn to share in devotions today, so maybe I'll be able to get some footage of that as well. So that without any grumbling and without any disputing, so that everyone around us can actually see God's glory through our deeds and God's glory through our attitude. Alright, so after the devotions in the morning, we usually we have a little bit of time to plan, and then for the language session we have it every day at 10:15, and we meet outside. And I should hopefully be able to get some footage during the language session today as well. Caleb, tukpa.
Ba. Obrigado.
Yeah, mongga. Mom jagadu.
Bewege.
Mom jedu.
Ja, bewege.
Mom pibelendu.
Ja, bewege.
Alright, so the language session is over. We practiced some of the family stuff, like brothers and sisters, some numbers, and some greetings and leave takings. And I think I got the greetings on camera as well, practicing that. So now after the language session, it's time for some lunch. Normally I would cook something simple. Today, because it's quite a busy day, I decided to use one of these jars, which someone gifted me, and it's a jar of bolognese sauce. So all I need to do is to heat it up, and then I'll have lunch. Alright, so now I'm in the meeting tent where we do all of our office work, and usually my afternoon consists of processing the language from the session in the morning and cutting it up into pieces that we can listen to, so that we can practice listening to the language and also practice speaking essentially to ourselves. So that's what I'll be doing for next 1 to 1.5 hours. Alright, so after I finished processing the audio, I did a bit of planning for tomorrow's language session. So I thought it would be good to look at some animals. So I have this toy crocodile and this toy scorpion and a few more of those, so we can learn the names of those animals. And then on top of doing a few of those, I want to take this box and this picture of the chicken and kind of have the chicken be on top of the box, and the chicken next to the box, and the chicken in front of the box, and all those types of things. So I think it will be an interesting session tomorrow. And then tonight we have a fellowship meal. So everyone from the camp, all my classmates, will all eat together. And it is now nearly 5 o'clock, so I need to be preparing for that meal. It's a bring and share. And during my food preparation, I always listen to some of the audio of the language sessions we do. So then by listening, I can practice some more, and that way I can get a very efficient, quite full workday. Even though there's quite a lot of chores that need to be done in a day as well. Alright, so I'm here at the fellowship meal and we're all having stick bread tonight, which is a real treat. So staff brought some pork belly with them, which is really special because we don't get much fresh meat here. So I'm having my stick bread with pork belly on it. Alright, so after the fellowship meal, which was very enjoyable, I kind of just for an hour or so did some more work around the tent, cleaned up some dishes and some other practical things. And during that I was also listening to the language again, so just another good opportunity to, you don't need to focus on doing dishes, so you can just instead focus on learning the language and make good hours that way. Anyway, so now at 8 o'clock we're going to have a team meeting over at my teammate's tent, this one, to just discuss the things we want to do next and also to stay in touch with each other besides the language sessions. Alright then, so it is 9:30, team meeting is finished, and that's the end of the day. What I do at the end of the day is usually I read a little, just get ready for bed. I'm usually in bed before 10. I'm just an early bird, so I don't stay up late, but I get up early. And just try to get a good night's rest in. Alright, thank you for sticking with me for this day.